Subscribe. Aquarius Horoscope. Air is the element of the Aquarius horoscope. Light blue and silver in color. Standard, fixed on Saturday. Ruler, Saturn and Uranus. Most compatible signs are Leo and Sagittarius. Lucky 4, 7, 11, 22, and 29. January 20th through February 18th. Strengths of Aquarius: progression, originality, independence, and humanitarianism. Runs away from expressing emotions, is irritable, unyielding, and distant are weaknesses. Aquarius enjoys having fun with friends, taking risks, promoting causes, and having intellectual talks. Limitations: unfulfilled promises, loneliness, and dull or uninteresting. Settings are things that the Aquarius dislikes. People with their sun in Aquarius, the sign that stands out from the rest of the zodiac, feel unique. As a result, they tend to be eccentric and enthusiastic in their pursuit of freedom, or occasionally introverted and reserved because they are frightened to show their actual selves. They are both incredibly intelligent, deep thinkers who enjoy battling for noble causes. They are actually unique because of their capacity for impartial perception of others. Aquarius representatives are able to readily adjust to the energy around them, but they have a strong desire for solitude and time away from everything in order to refuel. The air elemental sign of Aquarius brings Gemini and Libra's stories to a close and ties them together in some way through their conflict of freedom and partnerships. Most of the time, they will rely on their minds and spoken words, and in the absence of mental challenge, they may grow bored with even the things that once made their hearts skip a beat. They have a need to be impulsive, follow the moment, and experience it to the utmost in an effort to avoid wasting any time and perceive the world as a place full of possibilities. Alongside Saturn, Aquarius's traditional ruler, Uranus is the sign's ruler. Even though Uranus has an abrupt, timid, and occasionally violent attitude, their other ruler frequently provides them with enough stability and distance from other people to allow them to stay somewhat indifferent. A visionary and a change agent, an Aquarius is a well-known thinker who, once in your world, will upend it. They thrive in a certain community where they feel most at home, yet they may struggle to discover the ideal location. The pretty protege, Aquarius. Although Ganymede may have appeared frail, this in no way lessens the power of their personalities, which is evident. They constantly have someone to help them ascend and to lead them in the direction of the heavens and the enlightenment they seek. They belong to the ruling class, and their issues with authority typically stem from their interactions with other people rather than the ruling structure itself. They must be prepared to go far in order to locate center. Aquarius dating and love. For an Aquarius, intellectual stimulation is by far the best aphrodisiac. Nothing may pique their interest more than an engaging interaction with a person. The traits that work well with this sign's emotional environment are openness, communication, imagination, and a willingness to take chances. Their compatibility with other signs can be difficult because they stand for opposition and find it difficult to relate to others if they feel that their sense of freedom is in risk. Anyone who wants to remain in their life must possess integrity and honesty, and how they respond to treachery and those who disappoint them along the way has little to do with their sentiments. They will grant their spouse independence because they regard them as an equal and force to be reckoned with. Even if they have all the independence they want, people they are truly in love with may still find it difficult to engage with them on a daily basis. Some static and passive signs of the zodiac may find Aquarius too challenging to be with because it is the sign of independence and solitude. You can determine which by selecting your sign in this widget. Friends and family of Aquarius. Regardless of their communication skills, Aquarius representatives require time to develop a deep relationship with a friend, and they will unknowingly go to great lengths to keep their emotions and vulnerability hidden from others. By the time they step in to help, a person in distress will usually discover that they never needed aid in the first place. They are willing to sacrifice themselves, but only if it is absolutely necessary. They require intelligent, moral, and creative pals. Family. These people have specific demands of their families. Even if it might not be their place to look for the solutions their parents should look for, they will nonetheless do so and will frequently force their will on members of the family who are closest to them to encourage harmony. The sense of obligation they feel towards some relatives won't keep them around for very long because an Aquarius rarely feels the effects of emotional blackmail, which includes many people are inspired by them in their life because of their great intelligence and readiness to offer their gifts. They are a visionary who enjoys humane pursuits and needs to operate in an environment that promotes improved conditions for vulnerable populations. The only thing you need to do for this zodiac sign's finances is to offer them something to look forward to. They can take chances with their money, but they can also save it. Their colors, gleaming in the outside world, make all the difference for their mental condition because they are well adapted to their feel for style and are not hesitant to display it. They excel at jobs like flying, paragliding, and taking pictures, but they also make brilliant programmers, mathematicians, and scientists and need to express their personalities without following rigorous rules. How to win? The Aquarius man over men born under the sign of Aquarius are unpredictable, smart, sociable, independent, and outstanding communicators. They are also inconsistent and rigid, but the proper partner can change them, at least until they check the time on their watch. Sometimes, an Aquarius guy feels as like he is living inside his head, and he wants a friend to share his forward-thinking ideas with. Being their friend comes first in a game of seduction, everything else will follow. Each Aquarius has the opportunity to meet their own boundaries and determine whether there is anything else they need to break when things come together and he realizes he gained trust for the person in front of them. This person struggles to fit in, too, as a man with their sun in the sign of harm. He wants someone who will accept his need for freedom, his uniqueness, and most importantly, his sincere desire to change the world. How to get the Aquarius woman's attention? She has a great sense of humor, is independent, enigmatic, free-spirited, and eccentric. She also has an odd difficulty to be constant and present. She appears distant and icy, but she really wants someone to romance her silly and have interesting talks with. This is a lady who is good for a partner in emotional, sexual, and particularly mental concerns. However, if she experiences even the slightest bit of disrespect along the way, she may lose her commitment quickly. She is drawn to individuals who are different from the norm and wants someone to earn her trust before leading her into better circumstances. An Aquarius woman is a highly inventive companion who frequently seeks out novel experiences, especially in terms of sexual expression. She still wants to feel appreciated and cherished while still being free from the expectations and pushiness that some of her men could be prone to. Compatible signs for Aquarius to think about: Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aries. Subscribe.